So to honest, we are Spain pre-season and manje everyone is expecting a lot. From us and Nachi Valley we're expecting a lot out of ourselves.
We didn't start well before our first game in the MTN.
It was just not our night, but unfortunately it's a game of, emotions and results.
And falls for Reynolds through the crowd and into the net. A deflection and the goal for Stellenbosch.
It's one of those games that personally I will never forget, but because of how bad it was.
First half, bengaboni sizokora kanjani. Second half, bengaboni still.
We are assuming risk. It's normal that sometimes we make one mistake, we feel the pressure. Calma, continue, boys, we're gonna make it.
Now, everyone has written us off. The only ones who believe we're gonna win the next match is who? It's us, because no one else believes in us at the moment.
Coming from a good preseason in Spain with high confidence and everybody feeling very good that we went for preseason in a different country in Europe, and with the high expectation of coming back here and maybe winning the first game.
So to honest, we are Spain. We Spain pre-season and manje everyone is expecting a lot. From us and Nachi Valley we're expecting a lot out of ourselves.
Start well, gents. We start well. We take initiative. That's how we start. Take charge. Get adapted in the field. Take chances that you get. The rebounds in the pitch. Help the rebounds. Follow up. Any goal is welcome.
Today we're going to start with an excellent start 11 full of quality and commitment, and that's the most important apart from the individualities. Like some others as well, it's going to be a tough competition one more time. We know that it's not going to be easy, but we really want to fight for it.
Lovely turn from Nkondo. He would have felt Ntekwa breathing behind him. Pass it in, chance for Van Dijk. Stellenbosch have the lead.
First game, Stellenbosch, Cape Town, and everyone. Everyone always has something to say negative if you lose the game. So
and we were stroll after it.
Orlando Pirates, you are the Maribuseng of South Africa. Sometimes you are winner, sometimes you are draw, sometimes nothing happens. You know how hard it is to tell someone who didn't watch the game that Pirates lost, like they have won. Pirates they win, you win. Game, yeah. Football in South Africa. Yeah, why? Like Pirates is no longer winning. Our Pirates do something.
We didn't start well before our first game in the MTN.
But I think for me personally, the preparations for the next game started after we lost that match, because I remember in the changing room we were so sad, but also at the same time we acknowledged the fact that we played so well. And I mean, I remember very well, because we didn't deserve to lose that match. The team played so well, coming from a top pre-season, and I think it gave us the impetus to know that we are doing the right things, and if we carry on, playing this way, we will win more matches.
Focus on ourselves. Good fight, Jan. Good fight. Good fight, Jan.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it was a difficult game because we played the ground well better, and then there were new players like Tito, and that alone, the fact that it's Lahile Spain.
Yeah.
I don't remember playing no Tito in the same team as Spain. So there was just so many things that needed to happen.
My name is Patrick Masongani. My nickname is Tito. I'm from Tembisa in Timon. Coming into pre-season at Orlando Pirates, it was great for me, and I was very happy and excited. And also meeting some of my role models at the club, so I was very happy that one day I'm going to share a stage with them and play with them. And also like coming here, and I could speak to anyone, and everyone was okay, and I think they treated me well. I think it has put me in a place whereby I see myself, I'm growing and learning each and every training session, each and every game. And also coming here, I also wanted to give assists and to score more goals. So that's my motive. I want to work hard and I want to improve.
So maybe we needed extra time. That's why after that game, everyone thought we were going to put our heads down, but we didn't have time because I think we had Iroale. Yeah. So luckily it worked out for us, Iroale.
Yeah. But the thing is that, I think sometimes we are blinded by the results. I think sometimes we watch the results, not the game itself.
Because we played well.
Because we played well. We played well. We were playing away, and we had them on the back foot. And we played well, we created chances. I think we focus on the results and then we start talking as if we're in a crisis. There's no crisis. You watch that game. Yes, we were unfortunate. The results didn't favor us. But if you are honest enough to watch that game and look and see how we played, like how many chances did they create? How many times were they in our half? It was just not our night, but unfortunately it's a game of, emotions and results. So
I think I bet you abantu abasabukela ibhola bayabheja. Sikazozonke indawo uthi thabangu miss chance abazothi njani. Anti babukela ibhola ngathi uyabona uma radio. Umuntu ashaya se center wathi. Mara uma radio ngathi bikashaya se penalty spot. So I think that also affects ibhola manje. That's why even there's some of the games where I stayed off social media for a few days.
Yeah.
Because of, you look at what they say, and sometimes it even affects us as a team.
On social media, the backlash that we were getting, everyone had something to say. You know how it's like when you represent a team like ours.
It's not easy, man. It's not easy. And since we've been here, most of us, we've never experienced isikhathi sinjalo.
When you lose two matches in a row, everything seems like it's falling apart.
We are assuming risk. It's normal that sometimes we make one mistake, we feel the pressure. Calma, calma, continue watch. We're gonna make it. If we continue in this rhythm, you're gonna make it for sure, okay? We go.
Luckily, man, for our team, first it starts with the coach. He's one person who keeps everyone calm in good and bad times, which now translates to us, and then it goes to the rest of the team. Because what he said in the change room, for me, is what I think kept everyone up. He said, now everyone has written us off. The only ones who believe we're gonna win the next match is who? He asked that question. And we all said it's us, because no one else believes in us at the moment. So that already kind of fired us up a bit. And he said the most perfect game to bounce back from this is the one we're gonna play next. This is the perfect one to come back from the slum that we're in. From that, for me, the next day already, you can see the attitude, the positive spirit.
The spirit was high after the loss. I mean, the change room was a bit vibrant. You know, the guys were, yes, some individual, but disappointed. First game, want to send a message across, you know, to teams that we prepared well. But for me, wasn't much of a train smash.
Helmi, we're so happy to have you here within the group with us. Can you please tell us something else about you, about your background, where are you coming from?
I'm so happy also to join this team, to join your technical team. I'm from Tunisia. I come to Orlando to join Orlando Pirates after 2 good seasons with young Africans from Tanzania. I'm really happy to be here in this big team and join and see the secret and the culture here in this team.
What was the main shock? Because I guess there's differences between South Africa and Tanzania and
Yes,
Tunisia as well.
There is too many good skills here, technical skills. They are professional, they want to push, they want to train. And to be honest, there is difference between, let's say, Tanzania and South Africa in terms of football and in terms of commitment. Let's say in Tanzania, for example, the training depends from facilities, you know. In South Africa, there is more facilities, so the player, the accessibility of these facilities are, the player, they can't do it easily, you know, is more than Tanzanian football and Tanzanian player, especially when it comes to camps. Like here, we have our own stadium, our own gym, these things. In Tanzania, you can't find this, you know. And when it comes to the way you are working, guys, as many departments, we try to make always the job more specific in each department. This is very important, and how to specify the work.
You did arrive in Joburg when we already played a couple of games in our league, and we were about to meet Sekhukhune United at home in our first game in this competition in the MTN.
Yeah.
How was your feeling for the first time in Orlando?
It was amazing, first of all, to come straight from the airport to Orlando Stadium to assist this game. First of all, my first impression was when I saw the stadium and I saw the badges everywhere of Orlando Pirates. We come inside, you see Orlando Pirates everywhere, so you feel like, these guys, they really love this team. So now it's time to see the show in the field.
It was a good show, actually.
Yeah, it was a good show with five meals. It was amazing to see our players running, fighting. It was amazing. It's really impressive.
It's a real test of character. A nice little 1-2 here. Maswanganye. There we go. They're opening. It's Lepasa, the man we were just talking about. 3-2. What a start to the season Zakela Lepasa is having here. Give some credit as well to Maswanganye. Dream start to the season, a dream start of this game as well.
I was not surprised, going into the game of Sekhukhune and getting to win with that score, because the way we played in the previous match that we lost, it showed that going into the next match, if we can convert our chances, we're going to win with the high score.
That's a bad pass for Mukocho now. In here again, he has a chance to... Oh! Lepasa on the double! Right place, right time. Hey, you make your own luck. Right spot at the right time. And just like that, Sekhukhune could have been level. They are now 2 back.
I don't want to lie. Not the score. Not the score line. Forget about the score line. But the results in us progressing. It's like I saw it coming. From the Stellenbosch game, I saw good. You know what? Something is good about us, as long as we don't focus on whatever that's being said outside the change room. It shouldn't bother us. And I was not bothered by how we played, and I could see that we can only get better from there.
Now, it's Ndlondlo wide to Saling again. Ndlondlo and marked. Oh, 3-0! Oh, they're running riot now!
And it's good that even the coach didn't change the team. I think that's very important sometimes, because we were just starting out. So normally what people would do, Mastala, is that give everyone a chance. So, but that also delays the progress. It delays positive results, because but in the next game I'm thinking, I have to score. I have to do well, because I didn't do well the last time. And then I need to more figure out if I go now, last week. I'm span. Let's say it doesn't work out. Then they're gonna change. Like first 5 games get changed. So coach, after we lost, he kept the same team. And we paid him back because
he kept the same team because we played well.
Yeah.
Maswanganye. Now, can they get a ball in here from... Oh, great save from Bandra! But it's... Saling joins the party!
It is a party indeed for Orlando Pirates.
We never knew what we're going to get there, because First of all, they played Sundowns before us, and the game was tight. They got a red card early, so we couldn't read much into their game. So credit to the guys, man. The way we started, it was a statement that we made, like proper statement that, okay, we are here to defend our cup. And I was very proud of the way we carried ourselves in that game, which was the start of our campaign.
The most difficult game for Sekhukhune. They are a team that last season that defended so well, conceded less goals, very stable at the back. Tonight, the Orlando Pirates are punching holes in that defense. Look at the space that Munyane has.
Sekhukhune, it's always a difficult team for us, so the 5-0 was totally unexpected. We conceded a penalty with 1-0 that they couldn't convert, and I think was a turning point in the game. After that, the team found a terrible pace to deal with it for our opponent, and we managed to suddenly put every of our chances, almost every of our chances in the net.
Let's be honest, that game was tough. We played against a very good team, and it was tough until the end. Azangu Ben is Kajuguti City. Okay, now we are leading maybe 3-0. Now we are dominating, and they have already like thrown in the towel. And so, how did you feel about that game?
I was under pressure, I think.
Let's be honest, that game was tough. We played against a very good team, and it was tough until the end. Azangu Ben is Kajuguti City. Okay, now we are leading maybe 3-0. Now we are dominating, and they have already like thrown in the towel. And so, how did you feel about that game?
I was under pressure, I think, which I enjoyed, because it was positive pressure. So positive pressure how? Before we played that game, I'd scored 2 goals against the Royal AM. So it was positive pressure because I had to continue. And it's a conversation I even had with Coach Mandla, because he came to me and he said to me, Mamelala, if you want to continue to be trusted, if you want it to not look like it was a once-off thing, and then what you give me, you need to score. So that was positive pressure. So hence when I scored the first goal, because to be honest, I was nervous.
Like, is it the same game where you missed the penalty, right?
Yes.
And we've seen also Hoto starting the game against the Snellies in an unfamiliar position.
Oh, and it's got it through. Hoto with his first touch. Could finish this. Is that a penalty? Yes, it is. Nico Mobi, and he gets a yellow as well.
Being sick injury at the time, I went out. I was out, I think, yeah. Yeah, I was substituted at the time because I remember the vision that I had was from the bench, yeah. And I stood up, I was like, I need to give this one to Zix.
Yeah, because I wanted a hat-trick.
Obviously, bro, like everyone wanted that for you.
Well, there's an opportunity for Lepasa to complete his hat-trick surely. Scored from a penalty in midweek, scored from a penalty spot. It's Lepasa versus Patra for the hat-trick. Oh my word, oh my word. It happens. What more do you say about that?
I think and now, like, okay, yes, everyone you missed the penalty, and like, was there a huge amount of pressure on you to say, like, okay, yeah, Melling will go,
no,
or
at the time,
what was going on?
No. If you remember, well, day before we were taking penalties.
Yeah.
I took 2. The first one, I took it like normally how I would normally take it. Then the second one, I did something fancy, right? And then Sifo said, oh, so when I went to that one,
yeah,
hat-trick was not on my mind. I thought my mind was like, Sipho with him, man, I want to get so. And then I was excited. I was not even nervous. Nothing.
I think
because even when I missed,
I think that's the problem. I think that's the problem.
Yes, I was excited. So when I missed, if you watch that game, if they came out to zoom on me, I laughed. Like I remember looking up and I just laughed and I was like, it was just me.
That was an opportunity for him to have a hat-trick there.
I remember I saw there was a striker, I don't know if it was Mahopa or Rivang, I was up. And then I think if I had scored, it was on keeper. Because what happened was the coach decided to sit him down. And I remember saying to myself, oh, God is giving me a chance to score.
Let me tell you, that had nothing to do with maybe the coach wanting you to score a hat-trick. I'm sure as now as a player, which if you make a mistake now, 5 minutes later, even if the coach had planned to sub you, but you are keep, how are you going to feel?
I'm not talking about if I scored a hat trick, no. I think Vele got playing maybe at 18 or Puma, or at 75.
Yes.
So we just so happened to have a penalty. If I had scored, it was going to make it more easier. If maybe we had a doubt already with Ishmara.
Yeah.
So when I missed and I saw Bamhlalisa Pants, because I could see, right? Because obviously you are aware of the bench and the game. You don't care about the fence sometimes.
Yeah.
But the bench you're always aware of it because sometimes you take instructions from them. And so I remember when I missed, everyone was worried. Even you, Coach Tyren, because you guys know how emotional I can be. So maybe you thought at the time I was under pressure. Because you guys kept calling me up and to say, Parmisikan. Then I saw Makapatharapa and I said, I'm going to score again. I remember saying, God is giving me a chance to score again. So, and then we got a chance before that one, which the ball didn't come to me, but the way I ran into the box, and then we got another chance, Lega Hoot. The way I ran into the box again, then it just came, and then I scored.
Still going in, and could be a chance for, here we go! There we go! Hat-trick done! He likes the difficult ones, not the one from 12 yards out. Hat-trick done and dusted. What's a Nazon Sexman? Zakele Lepasa.
So the difference is before I scored the first goal, I had pressure to score. Then I scored, And when I score, I don't know how to explain. Maybe any striker can relate. Because once you score, every time you come into the game, there's this weight that you carry on your shoulder to score, especially for a big team. So once you have scored, it's all taken away. And then you're just now confident. You don't even care about scoring anymore. You want to play. Or you can have the mentality always want to score. Yes, the pressure is still off, but you want another one, and another one, right? So once that happened, I felt free. Then Saleng scored. Then I think I scored the third goal. And then, I think I scored the fourth because between the third and the fourth, I had scored. So for me, when I scored, then the reality then kicked in with, hey man, go to Korea trick. Yeah, from that time, the confidence was just high.
What do you say, man?
I mean, this is a beautiful story. Zakele Lepasa also being one of at times being a culprit of the Bull Boys. Coming in, look at this season as well. Look at the positioning.
Was it your first hit trick?
Professionally, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well done. Congratulations.
I expected beating them actually 7, to be honest. But look, we scored 5 goals. Not necessarily the outcome of what we expected as a technical team. The players wanted to show the coach, obviously. We didn't score in the first game, and 5 goals was a cherry on top. It could have gone either way, Penalty, they missed.
And when the team is fluid like that, then the individuals also have an opportunity to shine. In this case, our forward players. It was a memorable game for all of us, and I can imagine that it was a memorable game for Sakes as well.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, first hat trick in his career. And hopefully not the last one.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, for me also it was amazing, First game I come and we win 5-0. It was okay, it's a good start.
I mean, for me, that is when I saw that this team, we're going to achieve greatness, We're going to go the distance, we're going to go all the way. Yes, I was surprised because, a 5-0 score, it doesn't happen all the time. But look, the team played so well. We scored our chances, we defended so strong. And I wasn't surprised, for us to be at that position after that match.
Everyone getting on the score sheet on that day for me was actually no clean sheets. For me, you know the story.
Give me credit. This guy, I don't know. He's not happy with that.
Yeah, and of course, that's one thing that you always fight for. You fight me, actually. Clean sheet, and going into that game with, with that game, clean sheet, for me was actually, a stepping stone to obviously what we couldn't get last season, and you were saying to me that clean sheet, the next one, you know. For me, well, you did well in that game. Not much pressure, but you did well. You saved sure goals, you know, how we played, and you made it much more easy for us in that sense.
For us, as the defending champions, we had to set the tone. So, yeah, we were grateful that we won that game 5-0. I had 2 assists also that night. Yeah. So, yeah, basically it was just all about setting the tone that we want to defend. We want to defend the cup, you know.
After our win 5-0 against Sekhukhune, so I think that everyone will talk about these goals and the team is good, we are scoring. And then we go to the semi-final against Stellenbosch. I think people, they are waiting too much from us. Yeah.
One month ago, Orlando Pirates were here in the Cape to kick off the new DStv Premiership season. Today, they return to extract revenge on Stellenbosch in the first leg of the MTN8 semi-final. Welcome, everyone.
The first leg was more difficult, eh?
Both, actually.
No, the first leg was more difficult.
Bro, both the games were difficult, bro.
The Stellenbosch games?
Yeah.
The semi-finals? No, there was no. For me personally, they were not both. They were not difficult.
The second one. The second one, I remember, I was on the stands.
I will explain why the second one is not.
But from where I was sitting, you know, like it was difficult.
Was it us that was playing? Was it Orlando Pirates? That started the season that was playing that game.
Yeah, hence I'm saying that. No, I'm saying that we had problems against.
No, in the game I felt it different. So the first game, Stellenbosch, to be honest, if we are being honest, the first 20 minutes, we didn't have control of that game.
Yeah, they had control of the game.
They really push and defend very well. They fought like Stellenbosch used to do. It's a very difficult team to deal with, especially if you are not leading the game, if you are not in advantage. And it's one of the risks in the knockout game. It's a well-organized team, and we knew about the difficulty of playing two legs against them.
We even thought we were going to concede first 20 minutes, the way they were they were playing so well. Because Mtina Masia, Masia, we were like a small team for the first 20 minutes. Because even the fans started being worried. I remember hearing our fans going a bit down, like they lacked confidence a bit. Then they were starting to shout at us, "Hey, Ninzan." Then we started picking up the game. Then they scored.
High ball there, looking for Ture. Yes, he scored! Ishmael Ture puts Stellenbosch in the lead. A rare attack from them, and they have scored completely against the run of play as well.
Then, whatever work that we had done for the last 10 minutes, we can say pedile foot. But then we were lucky enough that they got a red card.
But exactly what I'm saying. The fact that you are saying that we were lucky enough that they got a red card. You are admitting. You're agreeing with me.
But let me finish.
Both the games were difficult.
Okay, for me, what I was experiencing as a striker, it was a bit more difficult. It's more difficult to play in a low block than if a game is open.
You are agreeing with me now that the game was difficult.
No, but
with 10 men.
No, I'm saying the first game was more difficult.
And it was not a surprise what happened actually early in the first leg. We didn't start well there in Athlone. They got the lead. We managed to turn the game in our direction, and we have to play almost, if I'm not mistaken, like 55 or 60 minutes in numerical superiority, which is, you know, you can feel that is an advantage, and it is. You are playing with one more player, but at the same time, when the opponent is leading, it's a difficult mission to deal with.
Londo again, he's the playmaker. Aswangani, high ball inside, it'll slip. It's Lepasa. I think Ture slipped at the vital moment. Well, I suppose it had to come, and Lepasa scores yet again.
First half, bengamboni sizokora kanjani. Second half, bengamboni still. How we scored. We haven't scored like that the whole season, and we haven't scored like that even after. Where it's a cross, it's cross.
Yeah, but Anisho, the thing is that we're playing against a team that low block. When we forced them to go back, and then obviously when they go back, it's like by the D line, and then all of them are almost close to the box. So you're not going to get any other solution from there.
And remember, they were 1 man down.
Exactly.
And that's why the game was more difficult. We had to find solutions. So we were lucky enough to have people like Tito who then were able to find solutions. And then me and Hoto were in the right place, and then we scored.
Out to the right, Maswanganye. Oh, great chance for Hoto! I'm not sure he touched it. Is it his goal or is it Maswanganye's goal?
We played an excellent second half. We scored two very important goals in Athlone. And somehow, after getting that result in Cape Town, I think somehow we show it like done. Not done, but you know, looking very, very well for us. We have to play in Orlando. We are leading 2-1. And we have a very complicated day when we play the second leg.
We are really lucky to have the opportunity to write our history and improve the history of this club. And today we are playing for a final. I'm not going to talk about intermediates, surveillances, and interbacks anymore today. We go in there, we're going to play our football. We're going to push together, and we will show that we really want to play this final. There's nothing for the opponent to do here today. Okay? So mentality, concentration, all in, 50, 60, as much as you can, as much as you have for today. Okay? Ready? Let's go.
Orlando Pirates will be the favourites today to book a place in the MTN8 final and look to successfully defend their crown. They've got a 2-1 lead from the away leg of their semi-final tie against Stellenbosch, and as long as they don't lose by 2 goals, they will go through to the final against Mamelodi Sundowns. And it does curl towards the back post. It's cleared away and falls for Reyners through the crowd and into the net. A deflection. And the goal for Stellenbosch. Silence here at Orlando.
Why was the second game not difficult for me? I felt as though how we approached that game was very wrong. Lepasa winning. We were all looking forward to the final. I remember the day before Sundowns qualified.
Okay, look, listen. Hey. It's not about how the difficulty comes. We might have invited it, but period is it's difficult. You understand? So what I'm saying is that both games were difficult. How we started the game or how we approached the game, but we made it difficult for ourselves. So both the games are difficult.
Yeah, maybe if you look at it that, but for me the second game.
Because you are looking. Look,
I felt more.
This is how you're looking at it.
I felt more free in the second game. I felt there was more space. We played. We had chances. They had chances. It was a thing of maybe they converted the goal that they did and we didn't convert.
From where I was sitting.
From up there.
From where I was sitting. Like Stellenbosch had more chances. Like when the game was coming towards the end, I couldn't even sit down.
Yeah.
I couldn't even look. I went.
Well, to be fair, on Wednesday, they also had a fairly poor first half, but came out firing in the second. Yes, Titus! It's straight on target and saved by China.
Wait, hey, let them go. They're playing fine.
Two of them, leave them. Two of them. Let them solve it.
It's one of those games that personally I will never forget, but because of how bad it was, especially the first half, especially the beginning of the game, we were not ourselves. It's one of those, because you can lose, you can win games, but you always try to be yourself. And that day we couldn't, for different reasons.
And the Chiefs has Lepasa turning, Lepasa again, and Stevens touches it over the top. Corner it will be.
I mean, I didn't personally, maybe yes, it was difficult, maybe from your point of view and maybe from someone else, but for me personally, I felt as though that game was not difficult because I had more space, probably touched the ball the most compared to the first leg. I felt like we played, man. We didn't create enough chances, but we played. Orlando was more open, because they were from the core. Remember, they wanted to score. They had to open.
It's difficult. The game was difficult. The fact that you had space.
I didn't feel the difficulty. I couldn't even understand it.
Chases on for Marco. Look at those legs still moving. Cross inside. Yeah, Hotto misses it. And good save. Makopa.
Like I remember after the game, I was there looking at I'm like, I think Lepasa was scoring, but like why? Because we had more control of the game, but they had more chances throughout transitions. So that's not difficult for me. If we are playing,
it's not difficult for you. You don't have to defend the transition.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Don't look at the game as an individual because you had space and that game was difficult, bro, from where I was, because they created more chances than us. That's difficult. You understand? We could have maybe dealt with it in a better way to make it not difficult.
We can be honest to each other. Today was in our game. It was in our game today. It was in our day as well. But we cannot kill each other and fight against each other. One cross conflict during the game, even at halftime. The only thing that we need to do, we need to keep the positive attitude, pick each other up, because we know what we're capable of. We know what we can do as a team and as an individual. But when we want to fight there in the field of play, we come in and press and fight. It's not going to help us in the end. The only thing we need to do, we keep the positive attitude, we pick each other up, we fight for one another, we push each other, keep going. That's the only thing that is going to help us to win. Now we cannot let what happened today define us. It's like we are a bad team, we are a bad military. That's not past years. So that's my plea from all of us here, and me personally also. I'm included there.
It was not our way, definitely. It's not our way, right? We didn't score in 3 goals. That's why you are now like this. If we put one of those 2-3 balls there in the net, you will be here celebrating. That's a problem. I'm glad to see that we are not happy with our performance, right? But life is 3 days there. Life is 3 days. We are all going to the same place then, sooner than later.
You can see that there was not so much celebration because players and everybody around the team felt that, you know, we didn't perform in the level that Pirates should perform in every occasion. So it was a difficult semi-final. I really would like to have played that game, you know, in a different level, to enjoy the second leg as well in front of our fans. And so we cannot forget that in the end we managed to go to the final. Yeah. It's as a group with most of the players, most of the technical staff. Is our 3rd final together 2 times in this competition. It's a very important competition for the football fans. So a very good news to have the opportunity again to play the final game.
Oh